Hey, it's showtime over there, Jazzie. Come on, that's impressive. Let's go.
Thank you. You see how it woke you up? That's the whole point. Hello.
That is it. I am plugged in immediately. Well done.
Thank you so much. Listen, congratulations on an amazing career. Congratulations on this show.
Thank you.
It is so good. I love the pilot. I mean, you've done some amazing work. And even now, tell me, what is it about Rebel that made you say, yes, I have to be a part of this project?
Well, I like the idea of us taking action as civil servants, civil, citizens. And so the idea of speaking up or protecting the underdog really speaks to me. I like to think I try to do that as much as possible in my life. And so, this goddess is doing it, Rebel. And so just that whole theme, it resonates with me. So I was happy to be a part of this. And because it's inspired by what Erin Brockovich has done in her real life. And so I appreciate her efforts. Anybody out here trying to, make this world a better place, has got my support.
Absolutely. Another thing that I need to ask you about is this character, Benji. I mean, you're so good at playing him. You come across so natural. I mean, I'm like, wow, where did he pull inspiration from? But talk to me about Benji. How fun is it to play him? And what made you want to take on his character?
Jazzie, I appreciate you saying that. First of all, thank you. You inspire me. You make me want to work harder and do better. I like the idea of Benji kind of being like the contrarian amongst the cast, because they feel they have their sort of certain path to get to where they want to go. And Benji is okay in following his own path, being an independent thinker in that regard for his own reasons, for his own means. And so I can appreciate that about him being, an independent thinker for one, and being great at what he does. Like he's mastered this law world. And I think he feels like that is the key to sort of getting power here in America and in this capitalistic society. And so he's good at that, and he's willing to excel there. And I'm finding that fun to play.
I mean, you're so good. I mean, I just love you being this TV dad on here. And it's like, you're the cool dad, but then you have the scene where your daughter, Cassidy, is like, what about my, colleague here? You're like, nah. I was like, yo, that felt so real to me.
Benji ain't got time for all that. He ain't got time for all that. I don't know who you are right now. I'm keeping it moving.
I only see my dad or my big brothers doing that. So I just had to give you kudos in that scene. But you have so many comedic relief moments in the pilot that I really enjoyed. But let's talk Katey Sagal. You two on here is great as well. How was it working with her on this show?
It's been great. Like we've only had a little sampling thus far, but I'm enjoying it. It's funny that you bring that up too, because I think it was just yesterday we were on set. And so she and I are sort of discussing the background of our characters right before a scene. And Andy Garcia, who plays the opposing lawyer, comes up. And then, because she's like, well, what type of lawyer are you? She's talking to me. And then she goes to Andy Garcia. She goes, well, Andy, what type of lawyers are we? And before she can continue, Andy goes, wait a minute, you're not a lawyer. And to me, that was so like indicative of like Rebel's character, like doing too much. And it was sort of like art imitating life. And but because Katey is so passionate and so real about what she's doing, it's like perfect casting. And I think she's gonna flourish in this role.
Another few that are flourishing is Tamala Jones, who's another vet in Hollywood that played.
Come on.
Sir, come on, right?
Come on.
I love Tamala Jones. I've been loving her for a very long time. I told her she's like my big sister in my head. So, and Lex plays your daughter. Talk to me about working with these two ladies and how that's been for you.
Well, Tamala, especially, because we got some history. We worked together years ago on a show that's still dear to my heart called For Your Love. So that's where we met and sort of chopped it up initially. But throughout the years, I've been entertained by her work, but also personally, we've been able to have some personal time together. It was just last week. I'm watching a classic that I love, Booty Call, with Tamala. I think she was only 20 years of age in the show. And this movie still cracks me up. So Tamala, I still got mad love and proud for her. And Lex is somebody new in my world, but this is a young goddess that she's already plugged in. She's bright. Yeah. She's clear about where she's going, what she wants to do, and she pops. And so I'm grateful to be having this dynamic with her and having this experience with her.
Who is your favorite TV dad of all time that you probably pull inspiration from?
I mean, it might be, controversial to say now, but who didn't want to be Cliff Huxtable? I'm sorry, I don't know what to tell you, but growing up, this was my go-to guy. I didn't know what was going on, behind the scenes. So, Cliff first. Yeah, then maybe, who was the father on the Happy Days? I liked him too. Tom Bosley, I think was the actor's name. It was fine.
Yes.
So, yeah.
Those are good ones. Those are good ones. Listen, we separate church from state over here. Now.
We got her.
A little lawyer talk, I guess. Now, you did say earlier, inspired by the life of Erin Brockovich, and she is a fighter. She takes no for an answer. She doesn't take no for an answer, and she's all about, like you said, rooting for the underdogs and speaking up for people that probably don't have the power to speak up for themselves. And you see what's happening in the world today, and I feel like it's going to resonate with the audience.
Yes.
What do you want people to really take away from this series, Rebel, in your own words?
If it's anything, to know that you have the power individually to make a positive change. We all do have that power and that potential. So it's really up to us to do that with the time and the energy we have. So I hope that it will encourage us to do so. I want us to entertain people first and foremost, but also inspire and educate folks and be a reflection of their lives. So I'm hopeful that we'll be able to do that.
Okay, last question. In the synopsis, it says that Rebel is funny, messy, brilliant, and fearless. What adjective would you like to add to the to the list to describe Rebel to get the people to watch?
Okay. Tallish. I had no idea Katey Sagal was, has some height on her, but yeah, she is. She's tallish. You can add that in a superlative.
I love that. Tallish. I take it. Thank you so much, Jay. This was a lot of fun, and enjoy the rest of your day.
You too. Blessings.
Thank you.